everyone! Today we will talk about how to teach ESL to adults. Firstly, let's focus on all basic skills as reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Let's look at our first skill, reading. In a lesson aimed to improving the reading skill of the learners, the teacher can teach reading in 3 stages: pre-reading, during reading, and post-reading. These stages follow each other. In pre-reading phase, learners can make a pre-writing leading into today's topic. The teacher can give them a time span and the rule of pre-writing: do not stop writing. Jigsaw activities during reading will make it easier to analyze what is being read. In the post-reading phase, learners can evaluate their personal traits. Anytime you are reading, it's important to re-evaluate everything you learn. Now, let's talk about the cultivating writing skills. Writing process is divided into 6 stages: pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, presenting, and publishing. Now we will focus on the pre-writing phase. In pre-writing phase, students brainstorm. Students make speaking activities with their specific group like contributors. They use graphic organizers to organize their ideas with their groups. Thirdly, teacher drafts attention to target language structures. Then teacher engages students with the models of target structures with examples, listening activities, group works, and error correction. When they accomplish the pre-writing phase properly, they move on to drafting. Teacher gives them a few days for the homework so the students can do it without the pressure of working in the class. Lesson planning is very important to achieve an effective lesson objectives. All activities should include objective-oriented purpose, a skill set on language and executions. 1. Career warm-up. The real learners need a round lesson topic and help them connect with their learners. 2. Presentation. 3. Practice. Guided practice and communicative practice. 4. Application. Learners encounter a task structure that is more open-ended. For example, a role play. Evaluation. Learners self-assesses. And extension. Extension tasks build in class and takes learning beyond the class.
Now we will look at some tasks that help us promote oral skills from accuracy to fluency. It's important to say that we need to work on accuracy first and then on fluency. Activities to promote accuracy can be activities such as co-constructed dialogues, interview grids, poster presentations, TPR with a partner, matching activities, and line-up activities. To help students develop their fluency, we can apply activities such as one-question interviews, co-constructed dialogues, interview grid, poster presentation, sorting activities, and information gap activities. Now when we look at how to prepare a listening lesson, when we want to prepare a well-organized listening lesson, we need to follow this structure. We begin with the warm-up stage. Here, the teacher introduces the topic and students get a first sense of what they will be doing. In the pre-listening stage, we aim to activate students' prior knowledge for the listening topic and generate first ideas. In the actual listening stage, students listen 3 times to the tape. The first time, they listen for the main ideas to understand the context. The second time, they listen for specific information. The third time listening gives them a chance to check their answers and add anything they missed. After listening and observing the information, students can check their answers in pairs, which develops their autonomy. In the post-reading stage, the teacher helps students to process what they have just learned through a final question in which students have to express their feelings and thoughts about the listening. Depending on the activities we're doing, we can use different grouping strategies. We can choose between random grouping, which can either be completely random or systematically. Intentional grouping, for example like ability, mixed ability groups, or other variables that help our lesson float. Or the whole group strategy can be used, in which generally information from the previous lessons are reviewed. And in order to see what our students learned during our lesson, there are multiple ways to assess our students. We can connect our assessment with our lesson objectives, either at the beginning or at the end of the lesson. We can use multiple assessment system strategies to check comprehension. And assessment is ongoing throughout the entire lesson. And most importantly, assessment.
How we are building literacy with emergent readers. In literacy class, we see a text but different parts. First step is introduction. Here we can see teacher creates a class-generated story. Another part is working with the whole story. Let's watch the video and follow
I
the
will
steps.
read one sentence, everybody listen, then repeat. Okay. On Friday, we go to...
In other steps, teachers share many activities with vocabulary. Firstly, focus on the word families and pronunciation, and then recognizing word order. Other step, as you see, students play flies water game by giving directions. Building fluency, students spell the phonetic of words continuous with the previous part. When you teach body parts to your students in the beginning class, you can follow the steps like this. First part, teacher uses TPR approach to teach body parts. As you see on the board. And later they make a writing and vocabulary activity. The other part develops many skills. Let's watch the video, see teacher's assessment.
What's this? Free? All right, very good. Bingo.
In here, students work as pairs and group working. Last step, teacher uses again TPR approach. She helps students and monitors them. As you see on the board. Teacher grammar in real-life context. In grammar lesson for intermediate level, you can associate grammar with real-life context to teach tenses instead of just writing on the board. And establish a context. Here's a warm-up to begin the lesson as students some question. Elicit and highlight. In this part, teacher uses previous tense, that is past tense, students to understand perfect tense. And checking understanding form as students for the past tense.